as Wilson Chandler will be the starter. Allen wins the tip. Underway here at Barclays Center. Spencer Dinwiddie, who had a career-high 41 against the Spurs in their loss in San Antonio back on December 19th. LeVert, who has been red hot. Dinwiddie, three, and it's good.
First time you touch it, knocks it down without thinking, and look, you got a positive result.
DeRozan, mid-range game, in effect, 3-2 Nets.
But no, Tim Duncan is a good friend of mine. He actually texted me saying, I texted him saying congratulations, and he said, I can't wait to hear what you're going to say.
Tim Duncan on the sideline, and Greg Popovich saying before the game, whoever I would have made a coach that game as Murray missed that fadeaway.
Did a great job of just kind of getting this team on track, and hopefully they can build off that.
How about Karis LeVert sticking with it? Sixth in the league in three-point percentage this season. 9-6 Nets. Harris, the mid-range, working there for Joe Harris. As Lyles on him in a mismatch. 2 to shoot. Spencer for higher. Should say defense. You can defensive effort or defense has been great here. LeVert slashing to the rim. And now the Spurs need another timeout. Assistant GM Andy Birdsong, another guy who was part of the Spurs organization. Lob for Allen and a two-hand slam. Patty Mills in the game now. Had 27 in that game against the Nets in December. And DeRozan finally gets to the rim and breaks the streak. Fletch.
Yes, definitely.
6'3", 6'8" with the after.
Yeah.
Here's Prince. Working into the paint. And Torian Prince.
Defense right now from the Spurs.
White turns it over. A Spurs team that are very good at taking care of the ball. Harris a three. 52 games in a row for Joe Harris with a made three. Gay now in there with a small lineup for the Spurs. Derek White slips to the bucket, and Kenny Atkinson wants a timeout. Lavu Cabarro missing on a three. Patty Mills getting to the rim and hitting the deck hard.
How much getting that possession back in the first quarter helps you, but everybody has a different thought process.
And Chioza coming into the game and knocking down a three with just his second career three-pointer. Oh! Behind the back dunk, the alley-oop for Jordan, and he'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, he's going to have to continue to develop his offensive game and continue doing the things he's done in these last few games.
4 to shoot. Prince, Jordan with the follow.
DeMar DeRozan, you get 2 All-NBA players potentially on your roster, definitely 2 All-Stars, and it just hasn't clicked for whatever reason.
Gave it a fadeaway. Chioza finds Prince. And Prince. Lyles a three. And there's just the second three made in 9 attempts for the Spurs. Be careful not to let him get back. And Karis LeVert says,
I'm a big Posty fan. I saw him at the Hollywood Bowl. Great concert. Him and 21 Savage.
All right. LeVert gets it to fall. There's some stick-to-itiveness. Karis with 10 to shoot. Over Gay, and it's good. A three again for Karis LeVert. And Greg Popovich needs another timeout. He tends to get those missed dunks, but they still look great. And Prince, speaking of looking great, and he got in the way defensively there of Bryn Forbes. Chioza walks into a three. Good for Chris Chioza. Nets are 8 of 13 from behind the arc. Lyles steps back, and he connects on a three.
He's a very, very talented young player. I think he's going to get a lot better here working with Greg Popovich and becoming more exact at his craft.
Oh, Chioza finds Jordan.
What a pass.
Downhill, Dinwiddie gets the finish.
And that's tough. You saw they tried to bring over one pick and roll and ended up getting Trey Lyles in it.
And Johnson on the other end with the answer. Dinwiddie a lob. Allen with the slam.
I have eyes.
DeRozan trying to Euro step and able to score. Third amongst guards in the NBA in block shots this year, White. Most by a Spurs guard since 1985. And Gay hits the runner, and the Nets
Nets don't come out with the right type of intensity. A quick timeout by Kenny Atkins.
DeRozan over Allen.
Okay, with the left-hander.
And his shot was a big bucket. That was a big bucket.
That was a big bucket.
DeRozan just muscling his way inside, and he gets it to go.
Because there's so much time. You look 17 points right now. That's nothing with this amount of time on the floor.
Spurs did that in their last win against Charlotte. Came back from 17 down, and now Kenny Atkinson.
So that was actually a great job by Spencer Dinwiddie guarding DeMar DeRozan, just continuing to give him space. And finish.
One you don't hit. The other side is the
I still bowl with the bumpers up.
And there's a whistle before the 30-12 spurt since the Nets' largest lead as Harris cuts into that. But there's Forbes going to the rim.
I know that he has a great feel. Everyone knows he has a great feel for his team, so he might have given a couple of pats on the back. Talk about pat on the back.
And their catch radius, another thing to factor in according to Spencer Dinwiddie. And he knocks down a three. Rosen. Oh, he got cut off by Allen, threw up an air ball.
Oh, wow.
Harris underneath. Nets back up by 23. Used a big run, a 25-8 run to bridge the third and fourth quarter and take the lead. And Dinwiddie finds Jared Allen once again. Again, in case you're just joining us, Taurean Prince coming off the bench for the first time as a Net. Chandler got the start tonight. The Wawu Cabarro a three. And it's good for TLC. DeRozan in the post up. Lyles connects. Three-pointer for Lyles. That's his fifth three. Kind of like you.
Oh, no, I don't.
White. And one. The foul on the Wawu Cabarro. Set back in 1983 against Denver.
Oh, Denver back in the 80s. Those guys were just shooting and scoring.
Win, and now the Nets with the 112 have tied the franchise record through three quarters.
And you're doing this against the Spurs, one of the great defensive franchises.
They didn't have that at Arizona on the
if you're referencing
on the syllabus.
If you're referencing a book, that's not.
And how about the record falls? They did lose that game to Toronto, however, last night.
Oh, Toronto's a force right now.
Here's White for three. Rebounded by Chioza. Look at him push the pace. Wawu Cabarro blocked by Derek White. What a chase down by Derek White. When Derry Weatherspoon is checked into the game, along with Luka Šomanić, as that one goes down for White. Eubanks in the game as well, a guy who got the start the other night for the Spurs. And a three by Derek White. Seems to have responded to being taken out of the starting lineup tonight. Johnson a step through. Nifty play by the youngster out of Kentucky. Nets have led by as much as 33. Never trailed. DeAndre Jordan with the bucket. And he got his jersey grabbed. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Extended his three-point shooting streak to 52 consecutive games. With a three back in the first half. Working his way to the rim, and Joe Harris has 18 points. We're not winning with the starters. Let's roll out the bench.
Yeah.
LeVert tried to get the assist there. Allen runs it down. Oh, what a pass! And Joe Harris with the finish.
Dropping dimes. Bet $1 Karis LeVert doesn't shoot this.
There it is. And the triple-double for Karis LeVert, the first of his NBA career.
That was just kind of how they played, but now it's a little bit skewed because everything is so, analytics and data that guys actually are going out there trying to get a triple-double.
Team, remember the sweep against the Knicks in the playoffs. As the Nets force a turnover, TLC going with the finish. And the rout continues. LeVert with his first career triple-double. And the Nets bounce back from the loss against Memphis with a dominant effort here in Brooklyn tonight. 139-120.